Hello again, and welcome to Affinity League 8. I decided to play a couple more matches while the videos for League 7 are processing. Well, they're actually not processing yet. I am downloading a program so I can edit one of the matches down into a more palatable version. This hand can get somewhere. Hopefully we're not facing something with Path. But I think it's reasonable to keep. Bloodstainmeyer, not the best of news. Neither is not having a 0 drop, but our turn 2 should be okay. Watery Grave tapped. Means it's probably not Shadow. Could be 4-color something or other. Ooh, land drop is actually pretty good for us. Let's see. So I could play Ravager. I think I like playing one Scourge, then a Ravager, then the other Scourge. This prevents Ravager from being likely to be the target. And even if Ravager is the target, I can go on to a completely viable Vault Scourge. Yeah. And I'm not going to sacrifice any of the other artifacts because I will need them. So Overgrown Tomb, Watery Grave. Well, it's not Jund anymore, with how much blue they are likely to have. But they're acting fairly Jund-like in having so many answers rather than immediate threats, I think. So let's see. I don't need to play Etch Champion before combat. I could potentially get in plating, but I think plating on the champion is better, so let's just get in with our Scourges for some life gain. Or they will eat a removal spell that I would like for something else. As long as they don't have a counter spell, this should land and just be fine and dandy. Perfect. And if they didn't have a counterspell for that, they are not likely to have a counterspell for this, which means we are going to be swinging in for quite a bit of damage next turn. It'd be just on champ alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Potentially 10 if we activate Nexus. And that is pretty decent as well. So I'm going to play this, tapping those. Kolaghan's Command would be very influential here. They have the mana for it. It turns what might be a lethal attack into not, but we'd still have see, Kolaghan's command would probably destroy target artifact and deal 2 damage. Which turns our large swing into a 3-point swing. But, I'm going to scoot my mic back just a touch so that my breathing doesn't go into it. Yeah, and then we're just going to blast them. Oh. Nice. Well, you got me there. Guess I should have watched out for a stubborn denial. I still don't know what sort of hope they have right now, though. Alright, so I suppose I should have kept Galvanic Blast in hand. Okay. Manamorphose. I guess this could be 4-color Pyromancer? I'm only positing that because I saw it in the Modern Dallas Open. I watched a video recently. Brendan DeCandio. I don't know. I don't think he ran Manamorphose, though. It could be someone's brew, I guess. Green-black is probably Abrupt Decay, but even if you Abrupt Decay the plating, I still have lethal. Yeah, there's not much they could do right there. Their mana base leads me to believe that they are a bit greedy with it. So I like Blood Moons. I like Etched because of the protection. I like Thoughtseize to get rid of their threats in hand. I think I'm okay with maybe shaving a Galvanic Blast. To start, I'm going to shave 2 Pests and 2 Memnites. And I'm going to shave 1 Master. Scratch that. 2 Masters and put in a Memnite back to help enable this early mana. I think that seems alright. Without knowing too much more about the deck, I'm not quite sure what else to do. I have notes on, Pyromancer of a couple different varieties. 4-color Shadow. But nothing, that playthrough told us very little, so I'm just going to go with this. This is a hand that can be dumped and then do nothing. It would slowly be whittled away. I guess I can draw into some pretty good threats because I have the mana to play them. But I don't have an immediate long-term plan. Which to me indicates I should probably mulligan. But I'm going to try it in the hopes that our first couple draws are beneficial and aggressive. It's also pretty good against a turn 1 Thoughtseize because there's not much that you can take from me that's going to be crazy. Probably take Scourge because it's the best threat I have right now. Opponent's probably laughing at the hand I kept. I know I would be. Yeah. Nexus is still equally bad. And then we pass. Okay. Bubble. Catacombs, they might or might not sacrifice it. They looked at their own Lavamancer. Okay, good to know. Let's write that down. Lavamancer. Which means some sort of Whip Flare or Galvanic Blast. Galvanic Blast would be nice. I guess next turn, without any other indicator of help. Okay. That is acceptable. I'm going to play it and tap the Memnite to put it on the Ornithopter and swing in. Oh, shit. No, undo. Ah. Sorry for the curse word. Misclick. Oh, for Pete's sake. Shame scoop. Yeah, and now he just kills one or the other of my threats here, and then I didn't get in for that damage. That is a bummer. That is a big, big bummer. Sad having him at almost half of the life that he currently has. And he just waits now to activate Lavamancer. Bright side. I can get in with anyone. I think he's forced to kill the Nexus, which means damage somewhere else is happening. But that means I have to not attack with the Memnite. So that I can have double black to equip. Oh god. I am just misclicking everywhere. Okay, this is great. Oh boy. I guess it kind of entices him to kill the Ornithopter, which is decent. Yeah. I respond by tapping some mana. Getting in for less. And they probably just kill plating somehow. Green, black. Yeah, down to 11. To dismember the Ink Moth. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty pitiful. I've no one to blame but myself for this. I kept a bad hand and made some really bad. If it makes you feel better, it would have died either way. Shadow. Okay, so this is 4-color shadow. We're not dead, but things don't look good. Yeah, braids. Yeah, we're just gonna scoop. Yeah. I have... It very much depends on what I draw. I would have to draw nearly perfectly to get out of this. Because I'm not dead yet. Lavamancer being up is no bueno. Ooh, another shadow. Also no bueno. Yeah, that's why they were so keen on killing Nexus. Mountain. Yes. I'm not dead yet. I should probably just scoop because the prospects are extremely grim. Or slim, rather. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna... I don't want to do that anymore. Alright, so I was talking about 4-color shadow earlier, and this seems to be it. So we're gonna change. So we got Blood Moon, got Edge Champion. We go down to Thoughtseize. Go up an Aether Grid to help deal with what's his name? Apparently Galvanic Blast becomes worse. So we put in Pests, yeah, for evasion. And we put the Masters back in. Yes. That makes sense. Increases our threats. Okay, well. Alright, this one has a plan. Thought seizing Overseer out of our hands is bad. But it might happen no matter what, and it's better to have more stuff in hand than not. And we watch Overseer potentially get thought seized out. And they targeted themselves. Means they probably have a fetch land. They couldn't possibly have kept a no-lander, could they? Okay. This is probably Thoughtseize then. Or not. It's probably a fatal push then. At the very least. So Blink Moth, and let's get in for the Vault Scourge. I think in this case the little ping is okay. Mostly to try to entice them to do something. And unfortunately I don't have, say, a welding jar to protect this Overseer. Would have been quite nice. Because it's probably push now. Oh, Dismember. Okay, well, yeah, I guess they like doing that because, yep, Traverse for a land. Artifact creature instant. Yeah, only had 3. Now my threats are kind of low. Overseer was kind of important. Cranial would be... Oh wow, another Traverse. And that one for full value. No, they just got a swamp. Okay. Edge Champion is actually pretty darn good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Still doesn't leave enough to actually attack with Blink Moth, so gonna go for that. And I think chipping in, because it's the only thing we can do, is still okay. Especially with having Edge Champion back against any potential shadow. The next turn we can start potentially getting in, yeah, you've got a 1/1 shadow. Potentially bigger. But if they start getting much bigger, then my side becomes better. Ravager actually does do some good stuff because it can eat the ornithopters and whatnot that we are not using. I do like playing it before combat, because then it either forces them to do something here, or I'm slightly protected from removal of sorts. Protected being a relative term. And here I am okay with attacking with these 4 because that puts them to 8. Makes a 3-turn clock-ish, and I've got Ornithopter as a chump blocker that I can just eat with Ravager. Alright. They are abrupt decaying the Ravager. Okay. Then I will eat this Ornithopter. And how lethal can I make this? How lethal can they make this? The bigger I swing, the bigger their swing back, which is not so good. So maybe I have to lay back with Etched now, which means Ornithopter's no good. But I also want to be wary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With lots of removal, Edge Champion becomes vulnerable. So I really need to be careful. Putting an extra 2 counters, but the Ornithopter isn't doing anything. One, 2, 3, 4. Turns it into a 5/5. I could attack for 7. Seven puts him to 5. Makes the shadow minus x starts with what, 13? 13 minus 5 is 8. 8 is not lethal. You got out of 1, swing for 12. Yeah, I think is 6 better? I think I'm okay with that. It might be a bad move. My experience with 4-color Pyromancer is, or sorry, not Pyromancer, Shadow, is low enough that I'm not quite sure. Awesome. That was the right move. Edge champion for the win. Alright. Thanks for watching this first match. We'll see you next time.